Yo, what up family, it's your boy Mikey coming to you with another new video. This video is basically going to be me talking about my minimalistic setup, everything that I have and use in my room currently to film these type of videos that you're currently looking at now. There is two cameras, as you can see. So right now we're seeing what it looks like when I actually film, and then on the other camera we're seeing what it looks like behind the scenes. Now currently what I'm shooting on right now is the Sony a7S III. This camera is amazing. It shoots in 4K and a whole bunch of other different settings, and it shoots even in 4K 120 frames per second and so much more. This camera has been so wonderful and I love it, and it's one of my greatest purchases that I have currently made, and I don't plan on getting any other type of video camera anytime soon because I just feel like this camera does everything. Now the lens that is on it, I have two different lenses that I actually use for video making. I have the Tamron 28-75, and then the one that you're looking at right now is my wide angle lens, which is also a Tamron lens, and that is the 17-28. Now I love the wide angle look. It's been one of my favorite looks to do when making these type of videos where I'm sitting down just talking to you guys. I like having a wide angle look for A-roll, but shooting at a wider lens and being more closer to the lens and being closer to the camera just feels like I'm more closer to you and like we're having a conversation compared to me being like really far away, which I usually use that other lens for. So I like to use this lens especially when I make these type of videos. So I actually have two filters that are on top of this lens. The first filter that is in front of it is actually a lens that I purchased a while back. It is a Typhon lens and it's a Pro Mist filter lens, so it kind of gives off a more film style look when I make these videos. And then in front of that is just a basic ND filter that I got off of Amazon, because a lot of ND filters nowadays are super expensive and I did not have time for that. We want to use what we can. And speaking of using what we can, the tripod. This tripod is linked down below. I forgot the specific name. Yotilin. Yeah. This is a Yotilin tripod, and it has a base plate that you can attach to the camera, and then right below it, I'm looking at it now, is actually a stand that can move up and down, and then it stands up pretty tall, and then it also has a ball mount on top of it, which is very convenient for when I do like IG Reels videos and other landscape videos to where I need to tilt the camera to the other side. This tripod has been very convenient for me. I love using this tripod. I use it literally all the time, and it's very convenient, especially since it is cheaper, because I know that there are a lot of tripods out there that are super duper expensive, and we balling on a budget and we do not have time for expensive stuff most of the time. So to have a tripod like this that does all of that and be on the cheaper side is just a plus for me. Now audio, we have upgraded audio recently. Before I was using the Rode Video Mic Go for a lot of these videos, and I was just having it right on top of the camera, on top of the cold shoe, which is actually, there's two different ones. There's a cold shoe that's on the actual camera that I use, and then I also have the camera rigged up on a small rig cage, which lets me put different attachments and things on that. I don't use it quite often, but I like using it for when I put the base plate and other things that need to be attached to it. And sometimes, like previously before, I would attach my camera right on top, even onto the cold shoe that's on top of the small rig cage itself too. But we have upgraded our audio, and now we are using the Rode Video Mic Go 2, and as you can see, it sounds way better than previous audio that I've had, and it sounds even more better because now I have the mic actually close to me. As you can see, the mic is right above me, and usually what you want to do is you want to have the mic as close to you as possible so the audio sounds even better. I don't have a bunch of like blankets, I don't have a carpet underneath me, I have one little rug, so it doesn't give off a lot of sound barrier, but you know, it does the job, and this mic is way better, so of course the audio is going to sound way better too. And then I just have it on a mic stand, and I have the stand closer to me as well, so that way again the mic should be closer to you so your voice is more prominent and sounds better and crisper and clearer. But I also have a cord. I bought this cord online, and the cord basically attaches to the mic, and then this cord goes all the way to the camera directly into it. I don't like to have separate audio or have something that's recording separate audio. I have done that multiple times here on the channel. I still do that, but it is very time consuming and it is a hassle to have a side thing that's doing audio and then syncing the clips when you edit. I'd rather just have all of the audio there so that way I don't have to worry about it once I get into the editing software. And then right next to it, you can't see it in this shot, is my MacBook. I am trying to get a newer MacBook. I have the 2018, which is ass. pass. It's been such a hassle dealing with this one, especially with the touch bar. And as many people know, the 2018 MacBooks and so on have been really just crappy for a lot of people. But these newer ones with the M1 chip seem to be work very well, so I want to get that one eventually. But for now, we're still rocking my 2018 MacBook, and I have Milanote open on it because I use Milanote for all of my videos. I use it for my content creation, planning things out, writing down notes, writing down all of my video ideas, and much more. I freaking love Milanote, and I hope to one day work with them, but we'll see if that ever happens. But I usually leave it there on the side on a little just table somewhere that I have it close nearby so I can look at my notes and look at other things when I'm recording videos, so that way I don't get jumbled up and I don't really get, you know, too confused. I like to have sometimes a process to what I talk about in my videos. So to have my laptop right next to me and see my notes and things like that help with that. And then other than that, we just have a Godox 60W light that is right above me, and I usually leave it to the side. I try not to turn on the light that's above me because the light that's above me is currently on. Let me show you what it looks like. I think I just recently turned it on, so let me turn it off. I've just completely forgot. So now it might look a little bit different because I tried to make it a little bit more dramatic and just have a singular light to the side, and sometimes I'll have like ambient light that's behind me depending on the mood that I'm going for with these videos. But having that Godox light is very convenient, especially since it is smaller, and being in this tight cramped space, it just makes it easier. And I like to have a singular light instead of having a bunch of lights, especially to give off certain effects. My dog just hopped on the bed, all right. But yeah, for videos like this specific A-roll that you're watching now, or when you see it in past videos and things like that, this is the exact setup that I am using. And I switch it up here and there, but most of the time this is the current setup that I use. It is mostly minimalistic. I don't use a lot. I actually sold a lot of my old gear, including like my old drone and my old gimbal and things like that, because it was just sitting there collecting dust. And I noticed that there was always these singular items that I was using constantly all the time. And I'm like, those are the only things that I really need to do these type of videos and for filmmaking and things like that. And I just think that it's better to be more minimalistic than have so many of these different things that you never even end up really using. So to just have a simple setup like this, especially when you're so busy and working and things like that, I love it. But I hope this video was very informal. I hope you got something out of it. Everything that I talked about will be listed in the description box down below. It's actually listed in my kit, which is listed in the description box. So if you want to purchase anything, those are affiliate links. It does help me out a lot. All of the things that were talked about in this video is in my kit. So if you want to see that, it is linked down below. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. That helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, okay? Join the family. We're very close knit. I love all of you guys. I respond to all the comments. I respond to messages and things like that. I really do enjoy talking to you guys. So please leave me some comments, do all that and more, and I will really appreciate it. But by now there should be my face popping up on this screen. If it is, please go ahead and click on that to subscribe. It's so easy. It's free. I'd really appreciate it, okay? And listed on the other side is actually a video that YouTube would recommend that you would like. That is really crazy that YouTube would know something like that, right? So you might as well go check out that video because you want to see if YouTube is telling the truth. So hopefully I'll see you over there. But other than that, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.